Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, of great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching his word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom also unto the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. Shalom. So this lesson today is going to go into discretion. And Lord willing, that'll be the title of it as well. I kind of just wanted to land back off of the lesson we did yesterday. Some of the beloved brothers and I went into discernment. And just to tie them hand to hand, I did a quick word search on discretion today or yesterday. I just wanted to throw this on wax. So the first one I'm going to grab, and let's actually go to this word discern. Spirit. Discretion. Discretion in the etymon goes into ability to perceive and understand. Moral discernment. Ability to distinguish right from wrong. And Lord willing, we'll get these precepts. But that's exactly what these scriptures do. That's exactly what Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai instills within us through his word. The ability to distinguish right from wrong. Because, and two, when we're in the world or we didn't have this knowledge, this truth, this wisdom, this understanding, we merely had thoughts, you could say, or the teachings of what was right or what was wrong based on what the so-called white man had wanted us to think, or what society deemed what was right and what was wrong. And some of it, don't get me wrong, some of the sayings that we were taught in school and things we were growing up with was loosely based off the scriptures. But the scriptures alone is the foundation, and that there is it's the milk and the meat that we need for nourishment in this life of ours that the Lord have blessed us with. But the scriptures alone, you know what I'm saying, the Holy Bible states what's right and what's wrong. It also goes into, back in this etymon, this definition, it says prudence, sagacity, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, sagacity regarding one's conduct. Let's look up this word, sagacity. State or character of being keenly perceptive, acuteness of mental discernment. And when something is acute, it's very, acute is, was that less than, like an acute angle, less than 45 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. Like sharp, yeah, to a point, ending in a sharp point, intense. It's like it's focusing in. So state or character of being keenly perceptive, acute of mental discernment, keenness of perception, quality of being acute, quick, perception, acute. Let's also look up that word acute again. Coming quickly to a crisis, sharp, pointed. So yeah, you're sharp, you're on point. To sharpen, ending in a sharp point, and that's the spirit. Let's go ahead and let's get these precepts. And actually, I'm going to open up with that one. Because that's exactly what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, via this water, via this truth, have done for us. Yeah. You read this yesterday, but hey, so good, you got to say it twice. We brought this out, but this is Proverbs 1. I'll start at 1, point being at 4. It says, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, and it's mighty because Solomon was who? In the reincarnation. If you could perceive it, if you can receive it, it'll be Yahweh Shai. It says, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young men knowledge and discretion. Salaki. So that's what these and not only the Proverbs, but just the whole book of the law alone, or in its entirety, gives us insight. Right? It would have said, give insight to the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young. And we're all on Be My Side. We're babes in this thing, majority of us, you know. And really just being in this truth, living period, we're constantly learning. This truth of ours is an ever learning process until we're perfected in the kingdom of heaven. And it's a beautiful thing that we're a part of. And let's look up this word discretion here as well. Purpose, discretion, device, plot. Sometimes good, sagacity. It says device, discretion, intent, witting, invention, lewdness, mischievous delight. Wickedly. Kind of goes into something else as well. Yeah. Let's go back into this, Salakia. Discretion. Con. So it says, Psalms 112 and 5. I'll get this one. It says, I'll start at 4. That's mighty. That is mighty. It says, unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. All right. But that's mighty. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. And that's what the Lord have done with us. Was that the book of Isaiah 60? Or basically, we were given the eyes to see and the ears to hear in a place full of darkness. You know what I'm saying? He brought us to the light. He brought us to Yahweh Shai. He brought us into this beautiful truth. It says, a good man showeth favor and lendeth. Right. We would try to do good unto those who do good, but who need it. Ultimately, what it say? Know to whom you do good. Loosely paraphrasing it, and that takes discretion. Even as simple as giving your money out to somebody on the street, or you deal with you perceive if that person actually needs it, or if he's full of shit, or if that person is if he's actually sincere or not, or what they would do when they get it. You weigh everything in the balance. That's what the Lord have gifted us. Being within His truth, man, and it takes experience, it takes time as well. But notice too, it says He will guide His affairs with discretion. The scriptures also say, do nothing without advice. When we have to make different decisions, we first go to the Lord, and we go to the Akim as well, who may be familiar with that specific task a brother, needs help with, needs advice on. It says in the NLT, good comes to those who lend money generously and conduct their business fairly. Which is on point as well. And that discretion keeps your conduct aligned, or you conduct fairly, as well through that discretion. Let's go back to that word. To distinguish right from wrong. What does it also say? Discernment, power to make distinctions, separation, distinction. Even the power to read spirits, to know whether or not this person has a demon on them, whether or not this person could be a Jake, right? Whether or not you'll spend the time with this woman, whether or not this situation will be good for you. You take everything into consideration, bro. That's this, and it's the power of the Lord. And all credit goes unto the Lord who gave us these gifts. It says power to decide or judge, power of acting according to one's own judgment. And you see, we have to do it according to the word. What's that? Proverbs 3:5. Scriptures also say, judge righteous judgment. Not according to appearance, but we have to judge righteous judgment. This is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lead not unto thine own understanding. So when we do judge, or when we do come to conclusions, we weigh it out, or we align it, filter it through the scriptures to see whether or not, if it's the right case, or if that person is in the wrong, if that person is going off, if brother's going off, hell, if we're going off. Search the scriptures. Okay? What does this also say? And we understand. I was just watching the brother's lesson a while ago on discernment, or discretion, Salakia. You see, I'm interchanging the two. He brought out Revelation 1 and 3. When you go into this, it says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Not being hearers only, but doers. When you go into this word, readeth, it goes into this to distinguish between, to recognize, to know accurately, to acknowledge. And basically, bro, to understand. Because anybody could pick up the Bible and read. However, know us without readest. And that's a gift. Again, through the Holy Spirit, we have the understanding. It say, through thy precepts, I get understanding, or I gain understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. So it's a blessing that we have. And Barakatah Yahweh Shemel Shai 441. All right, but that was it to that. Let's go back in here as well. Discretion. Just a few more I'll grab. Proverbs 2:11. It says, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. And that's everyone, or those that be out there to get you, or to try to keep you away from the truth. Main one being Esau, Edom, the wicked in rule. I'm going to get this in the NLT. It says, Proverbs 2:11 NLT, wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe, and that's mighty. Scriptures also say in Job 28:28, to fear the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So that discretion, bro, that gift that the Lord have given you, you'll get put into a situation, a predicament, where you make the choice not to go to this function, not to go to this side of town, right? Not to take that next exit. Why? Because you're putting two and two together. You have the foresight, you have the knowledge, you have the understanding, you have the ability to see afar off, to see 2 steps ahead. Like, okay, if I make this right, that means I'm going to go down this street, and I know them niggas finna be over there. I'm okay. Or I know if I go with this person to this place at this time, they're probably going to want me to do some folly, or they might eat up my time, and I have to be at this place at this time. So when the Lord is supping with us, bro, you know, we basically have an advantage over those that don't have this truth. It's the Lord have immensely blessed us when you think about it. With this word, man. That's why it says in Joshua, we're going to have good success. Having this truth puts us ahead of the curve. Continuing on, Proverbs 2:12, it says, wisdom will save you from evil people, from those whose words are twisted. Because you could see through it. You could see through their bullshit. You could pick up on their spirit like, he's saying one thing, but his body language, you know, is saying another. Or I know this dude from the past, and I don't think it's a good idea for me to do that. Just talking broadly, but you know, just having that discretion, man, you'll save yourself from a lot of situations. And it's really the Lord that's doing it. You know? And we'll grab one more and we'll leave it at that. I'm gonna grab this one here. Yeah, I'll grab two because I was reading this as well. I'm gonna get this in the NLT. Proverbs 11:22. A beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. Because here it is. It looks pretty. It looks nice, but it's on a dirty animal. You know, an unclean animal. So just like a beautiful woman, she may look good on the outside, but on the inside, she don't have that discretion. She doesn't have a proper guide. She's basically going to be a harlot in the streets. We see our women now, you know, under them curses. They lack discretion because of the curses. And you see the state of our women. And some of them be bad, bro. Our women are bad. But you got to deal wisely. Because 9 times out of 10, that woman is lacking proper discretion. Or she's lacking, you know, them qualities of a feminine woman. So it's not going to work. So it's as good as a gold ring and a pig's snout. I'm cool. I was at there was the one, the other one, Slovakia. Yep, this one here. Proverbs 19:11. It says, the discretion of a man deferreth his anger. Because what it say also in the scriptures, anger resteth in the bosom of fools. So that's the thing as well. Like, it'll keep you from being worked up. That discretion, that, you know, like, why am I even tripping? Sometimes you'll be in the midst of being angry and the Lord will put it in your head like, bro, you're good, you're overreacting. Or like, why is your temper flared that much? You know? It says, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. It says, sensible people can control their temper. And this is NLT. Sensible people can control their temper. Sensible people control their temper, Salakia. They earn respect by overlooking wrongs. And they could also, you know, show mercy. All right. Hey, we got to show mercy if we want mercy, you know. And that takes that distinguishing, you know, between what's right and what's wrong, and looking at the whole situation and seeing where you could show mercy. All right. in different situations. But yeah, man, that's it. Kind of running short on time. And run to the brothers. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting onto you. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, great millstone, Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal. So.